Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón. Ah. Uh, conche, conche tu madre.
Hey, Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim out there laboring by pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar, here from GMS Idaho Camp, coming at you with this quick video talking about DEW, aka known as direct energy weapons. This is just something, one of Esau's technologies that he does have, you know, to be able to use his weapons of warfare, which we know is his blessing. And I replayed this video a couple times just so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about if you've never heard about this before, which I know most brothers have. But, this is exactly ways that Esau has on what I was talking about a little bit earlier about him having these means of technology that we've only ever seen in movies. And we understand that during Jacob's trouble that he is going to pull out all the stops. So we have to really understand what you're going up against, you know, and be able to stand firm, because we have to understand that for every action is a reaction. Because if Esau has this power in this day and age, in the carnal man that he is, how much more so the men when they get those spiritual powers, that's going to have to overcome this direct energy weapons that they can literally melt buildings. And I have some pictures prepared when this was actually being used to start forest fires in California, which it was, because as you can see in these pictures, that you see green grass, green trees, but the house is completely leveled. Forest fires don't pick and choose where they want to go. And even if there is a forest fire, it doesn't completely flatten it, as you see in these pictures, like a bulldozer went over it. That's only a high intensity heat that can happen. See, look at that. How can a whole house burn down and then you have green trees right next to it? Okay. This is another example. You see, houses, yards are a little tan, a little dead, because I'm sure irrigation has been since shut off. But the lawn is still there. You can see right there. Trees are right there, but the whole house blasted. Again, green grass. Look at that, green. But somehow it missed these trees that are right next to the house, but it leveled the house. This is when they were clearing certain parts of residential areas to make room for whatever they want to do next. Because once you've been in a forest fire, that land is deemed uninhabitable for a certain amount of time. And also, the same path that those forest fires took, it actually went through the same path of them wanting to build a certain bullet train. I don't know if that's still ongoing, but, again, there were actually reports too. I remember this was happening in, I want to say, 2020, 2021, when these fires were coming out. You can double check me on the dates. But they were finding people alive, burnt alive in their cars. And I don't know if you know about forest fires, but wood can only get to a certain temperature. And with that distance of these trees from where this car is, there is no physically possible reason why there should be a melted rim. So what you see is that almost silver looking stuff, that's a melted rim. Forest fires don't get that hot, nor people being burnt alive in their cars, because it happened so quickly, like you saw in the first video that I showed you of how quick that beam hits you. These people had no time to get out. If it was a forest fire, maybe smoke inhalation, but these people still have their hands gripping to the steering wheel. And this is very, how could you say, a conspiracy minded thinking. But you have to really understand the devil that you're dealing with, and also the technology that he has. And this is when I come and get my first scripture. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we understand that Satan is the adversary, and his devices are all his technological advancements that he's had in these last couple of years, starting with AI, HARP, weather control, weather seeding, chemtrails. The rabbit hole gets deep, like as some people like to say. And once you really start to realize who you're dealing with, you realize that this world is given into the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. So the man who has the power to do these things is a wicked man, and he's not going to be able to do anything righteous with his filth, that he was born to do. One vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Jake doesn't have no military bases that he's out cloud seeding. He doesn't have no military bases where he just decides that, hey, you know what, I'm gonna change the weather. I'm gonna spray some barium and aluminum and get this clouds to flood this certain region, not knowing the effects of it. That's just some of the miracles that this devil is allowed to do. But going back to what I was saying, hey, you can't expect anything less from this devil. And this is Jeremiah 13 and 23. This goes, Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. And you're accustomed. You are built for that purpose. So this devil's not going to change anything outside of the director's script. And the director being Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the script being what he's spoken of to do in scripture, in prophecy in these last days. So you have to really understand, again, man. Look at this. And this video that's taking place is actually in Chile. But, don't be surprised when forest fires this summer, go crazy. People are surprised when another wave of forest fires hits Cali or someplace where they're not usually ever forest fires. This is Chile, and I don't know any background information about this video. It could have been a targeted assassination, a hit, or some sort of technology was right there. I don't know what was being targeted in this video, but this is just to really show that, hey, this devil has his technology. Understand, who you're dealing with, and just look at the evidence, man. I can't make this up. I really can't. You got green trees next to a completely burnt down house with no signs of being damaged by the fire. Because when you see a house fire, the flame is big, so it will fry even stuff that's close to it, like a tree with twigs. So why is this fire any different? Look, this person still has a lawn. It's crazy, man. But, that's all I got for this lesson. Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying to the elect. On to the next. And with that being said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Keep pushing, keep persevering. DTA and a Baba Ball soon.